Speaking to Alan Carr, Lily Allen has claimed that her life has improved immeasurably thanks to COVID, crediting the pandemic for giving her a chance to try out living with her now husband David Harbour. Lily Allen has spoken out about how her relationship with Stranger Things star David Harbour, claiming it was aided by the COVID pandemic. Speaking on Alan Carr's Life's a Beach podcast, the 38-year-old Smile singer explained how it forced the couple to start living together and test their relationship. Something she doesn't think would have happened if it wasn't for the virus. She recalled, "We were in a really fancy hotel in the Dominican Republic a few years ago, just before the pandemic. In fact, the pandemic was starting when we were there. It wasn't until about 6 weeks later when everything started closing down." The star then said, "The pandemic, completely changed the course of my life." She was living in London with her children, and David, 48, who she had only been dating for around 6 months, was living in an apartment in New York City when things were starting to shut down. She confirmed to Alan that they weren't at the stage where they were ready to move in with each other. But because of the pandemic, she didn't want to leave him alone in his flat as they didn't know how long it would last. Recalling the moment she decided to ask him to come over to London, she said, "I was like, just get on a plane, come over here. And I said to the kids, this is Mummy's friend, and he doesn't have anyone to stay with, so he's going to be staying with us." She explained that they had lived together for a good 6 months. "If it hadn't have been for that 6 months of us being able to test out what it was like to live together as a family, we would never have had the opportunity to try that out. Therefore, I would never have taken the risk of moving." To which Alan exclaimed, "Thank God for COVID." Lily then said, "Sorry for all the people who died. But my life has improved immeasurably," before falling into a fit of giggles. Lily and David tied the knot in a surprise Elvis-officiated ceremony in Las Vegas in September 2020. Their marriage happened 2 years after she divorced her ex-husband Sam Cooper following 7 years of marriage. The former couple shared 2 children, Ethel, 11, and Marnie, 10. During her time on the podcast, she shared plenty of travel stories, including recalling the time she fainted in a restaurant after suffering from food poisoning when visiting Mexico.